Hey everybody, welcome back to B-Dub's Disc Golf. We are at a brand spanking new disc golf course here in the Winston-Salem area of North Carolina. So it might be the newest course in North Carolina, I don't know, but I'm going to give it a shot, give you a little quick review and see what it's like. It's near Sunrise, so it's just down the street from Sunrise if you're familiar with that course. So we are at Jack Warren. Let's see. So hey everybody, we are at Jack Warren Park. Basket number 1. It looks like 59 feet, so that's pretty unique. We got sidewalks. I kind of wonder if they designed this specifically for accessibility. So if you are in a wheelchair or struggling to move, this actually might be a good place. Also be a great place for beginners. It's crazy windy. I hope I don't lose my camera. So we're actually just gonna putt this one. So this is pretty wild. I don't think I've ever seen a course that has a 59-foot par3. Pretty cool. So basket number 2, 170 feet, just straight away. Again, along this sidewalk. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the reason why I like this sidewalk is the accessibility. So if they did that on purpose, kudos to them. So we're just gonna do a quick flick of the distortion and see if we can't get close. So already you might be thinking, this is crazy, Brett. How are you gonna have a disc course with baskets this short? I'm gonna tell you why. 2 reasons. 1, great for beginners. This is a local place, cool, bring someone who's interested in disc golf, wants to learn it, come out this course. 2nd, if you have someone who needs a little help with mobility, this is perfect. Someone who needs a wheelchair but could stand and throw a disc, I think this would be a great place to come out. A horrible shot for a short basket. But I made the putt, so it's all right. It's actually a bad putt. So some very kind people let me know that I was actually aiming for the wrong disc. I thought I was aiming for a basket that was straight ahead and farther down, when in reality, the basket I'm shooting for is actually pretty darn short and to the right, just behind this tree in front of me. So it's good to know. Apparently UDisc shows that very well, but the sign is a little bit misleading. So keep in mind, everything on this course is super short. So if you see a basket far away, that is clearly not the one, unless you see the signage. So what do we have here? We have, according to this, 192 feet. Like I said, it's to the right. So I'm going to throw my PA5. And I think I might have went too long. So clearly this is an easy course. It is meant for beginners. So if you are a more advanced player and you come here, then the key is, can you birdie every single basket? And that's what you need to do in a place like this. That was a bad putt. I didn't notice if it said on the sign, but it looks like the right of that last basket, basket 3, was OB, which makes sense. It should be OB because there's a picnic area over there. The other thing is, I'm looking around, I'm seeing little kids here. And again, I think if you want to introduce your little ones to disc golf, come out here. That's what I'm seeing so far. Nice pads, nice tee pads. Give you that. The only thing I don't know if I like, but again, think about your audience. This basket is number 4. It is 86 feet downhill, and I'm going to putt to see if I can't make the ace run. And I missed, but that's okay. Basically, I'm not sure I'm a fan, almost missed it, of tee pads that are essentially putts and not throws. But again, your audience. If your audience is little kids, which is what I'm seeing a lot around, or people that have never thrown a disc before, 86 feet's not bad. Basket number 5, 126 feet. Probably our first kind of tricky basket. This basket, we got to go around the tree, and the basket's on the inside. So it's not very far, but we got to get something that's some serious hyzer, a little bit of a spike hyzer action here. So once again, another example behind a tree. So I didn't throw my disc out far enough. So another thing that you could use courses like that, sort of practice your upshots, practice your distances to make sure that you're throwing the distance that you want to. So basket 6, this is the longest basket so far, a whopping 200 feet. Gonna go with my PA2, it's also downhill. One of the things, not that you need to know this, but I'm nursing a back injury. Kind of hurt myself after playing in Austin during the Open, even though I didn't get a chance to see the Open. Was with some buddies of mine, hope to post that video up next or soon. We had a great time, played a lot of courses, and I think that's part of the reason why I got sore and hurt myself afterwards. But I think I'm on the mend, so but I'm taking it easy, not throwing too hard. So if you're taking it easy on the bend, don't want to throw too hard, it's a perfect course here in Jack Warren. All right, here we go, 200 feet. It's all right, I might have went a little long. I have never designed a course, so I'm trying really hard to not be too judgy. Because the bottom line is, if you gave me a plot of land and I put some baskets and some tee pads out, who knows what people would think about it. Also, I'm a big fan of, working the land that you have. And so I applaud the idea. I applaud putting 18 baskets out here, because I believe there's 18 here. And I applaud the idea of having something for beginners. And like I said, there's certain baskets that look very accessible for those that might have accessibility needs, which I applaud that. So this one is cool. We have a short 115-foot basket, but the cool part is that we got to get it through this gap, these trees. And so if we can do that, easy peasy. I would imagine there might be a line to the left, but once these trees leaf out, I would say no to that. So basically, here's a great example of a short basket, but kind of cool, because you gotta be accurate. I'm gonna do standstill. Could almost putt this. And that will work. This would also clearly be a great course for the Ace Run tournament. Basket 8, 185 feet. Looks like we have another gap to hit. So I want my disc to go straight ahead and make a short left turn to the basket. So for that, we've got to go with the Sensei. We are near the highway, which I don't like, but I cannot blame the course for that. A little bit of tree love, also pulled it too much to the right. With all the trees, basket 8's actually a little tricky. Easy layup. Basket number 9, 61 feet, I believe. Yep, 61 feet. But it's behind trees, so it's a short little flick. So we're gonna see if we can't flick it straight up into the basket. A1. Ah, missed it. Now that I see more of the course, it's definitely an ace run course where you should just be trying to get every single basket in one. As a matter of fact, what I think would be fun is to play this course as every basket as a par 2. And if you're ever out here with your friends, you know, play the course as a par 2 instead of a par 3. I think that would be a lot of fun. Potentially my first legit complaint about the course so far. Basket number 10 shows 2 routes, one to the left, one to the right. On your way to a basket, it's about 100, I think this sign says 135 feet. And when I look at the trees, I don't see those lanes. So I'm still gonna go for the lane on the right, but I think the lane is somewhat imaginary. It might be kind of cool to clear out a couple of trees to actually have 2 true lanes. Otherwise, quite frankly, I think it's just a poke and hope. What are you gonna do? Good run. Also, for the most part, it has not been difficult to go from tee pad to tee pad. When you get to the basket, it's pretty obvious where the next tee pad is for the most part. So kudos to them for that. All right, basket number 11, 120 feet. We're just gonna go straight at it with PA2. A little long, but it was an ace run. I've seen videos where people attempt to get to a particular score, or they say how many mulligans does it take to get to 1800 under. This is definitely one of those courses that I can see doing a video to try to get to 18 under, because so far every one of these baskets should be birdieable. That was a long putt. Didn't like the putt though. Not liking my putt today, but I like the result. Basket 12, 87 feet. Once again, just gonna putt it. Missed my line. Basket 13, 129 feet. Once again, we have to concentrate on hitting our line. Otherwise, we're gonna hit some trees. And we did not hit our line. Well, we hit the first one, but missed the second one, missed the second gap. Again, good practice for up shots and those touchy shots. Not enough angle. Right, basket number 14. It's only 191 feet. It is pretty much straight ahead, but this might be the winner for the hardest basket on this course so far. I don't know if that tree has fallen recently, so if I were managing this course, I would cut the tree that's bending over to the left. I think it's barely enough room as it is, but let's see how it goes. 191 feet. I'm gonna go with PA5, see if I can't get a little bit of flex on this. Oh, that was a horrible throw, y'all. That was a really bad throw. So another reason to play a course like this is because I find throwing 50% or 40% difficult. You end up fluffing the shot. And so this would be a great place to practice stuff like that. First lack of concentration of the day. Even though I didn't say anything beforehand, I feel like I should have a punishment for a bogey. 15, 122 feet, Sensei. And when you get such short baskets, you've definitely got to worry about going long. So again, it's a practice your touch course. Also, find yourself with not a lot of time, come out to Jack Warren, get a quick round in. Won't take you very long. Basket number 16, and we have 71 feet. Once again, I'm just gonna putt it. Basket 17, 115 feet, still short, little flick. Get in. Ah, missed it. All right, last basket of the round, basket 18. It's 196 feet. For the most part, it's straight ahead. We got to get over the rock, a little bit through the trees, and see if we can't get near the basket. We're gonna go PA2. The other thing about this course, now that I've run through it, I definitely only need to bring 3 discs max to play this course. So that's something to keep in mind if you don't want to have your own bag or keep your bag. Ah, hit a tree. So these are cool. It says, please do not touch this place. But I was hoping that they would have been Mandos for basket 18. How cool would that have been if you had to throw in between these two guys? Anyway, pretty cool. Bad tree kick. Let's see if we can't hyzer around this tree for a bird. Ah, too short. So what's the final verdict? Well, if you're comparing it to Sunrise or comparing it to Patriot or comparing it to even Bethel, which is not an 18 basket course, I would have to give this course a 2.7, 2.8. But if you grade it for what it actually is, if I review it for what it is, and I think it's a course for beginners, I think there's some great baskets for some accessibility, even someone in a wheelchair that could stand up, or even a wheelchair that can throw from the wheelchair. There's a couple baskets here that person could do that. I think that's awesome. I think if you're beginning and you've never thrown a disc before and you have a friend that's never thrown a disc before, bring them out to Jack Warren. I think it's a great course for ace runs. Come out with your buddies if you're experienced. Play every basket as if it's a par 2. The games like birdie or die. You can be the ace or die, right? So a lot of these baskets are that close. And it's just a great place to practice upshots, practice that short distance. Because I do think that if you're 100 feet or 200 feet or less from the basket out there on courses that are much longer, this would be a great course to practice on what you need to do to make sure you're hitting close to the basket when you're 200 feet or less. So if I review the course for what I think the course is, I literally would give it a 4.2, you know, and I don't get it to 4.5 because, you know, get some signage, get some arrows, do all the things. But the tee pads are wonderful. The baskets are brand new, are wonderful. And it's just a good vibe out here. So just come out, play it, have some fun, play it for what it is. Don't come out here thinking that it's a championship level course, because it's not. It's a beginner friendly, accessible course. So have a good time. I recommend it. And it's just kind of fun to have a brand new place to throw disc in the Winston-Salem area. So once again, if you see me out there on the course, don't forget to say hey. Also, if you like this video, feel free to hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe to the channel. Thanks for your all, and have a great one.